This is the TSLA one-day reading for October 16th, 2024. It's currently September 19th, 2024, 9:13 p.m. Eastern Time. TSLA at the time of this reading is $243.92. That's USD. The shuffle video for the October 16th reading was created on August 4th, 2024 at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time. In this video, we're going to go over the overall trend direction for the day. We're going to talk about the chart behavior around the day's highest high and the chart behavior around the day's lowest low, as well as the general timing down to roughly about an hour as far as where they are throughout the day. And then we're going to get into where the best trades are and the chart behavior by the hour, basically. You have to give it plus or minus an hour here or there of wiggle room, and not in all readings, in a few readings here or there, but always pay attention to the sequence of events because that will keep you on track if we are plus or minus a little bit here or there on the timing. The overall theme and behavior for the day, there's a sharp decline through multiple support levels here. I would be very careful because when we look at the 1 month, we've got this unicursal hexagram kind of drop possibility here on the 16th. We also have this cross-shading congruency with the pleasure card, which in the midst of some erratic behavior, we revisited a crest. We're going to talk about that in more detail. Behavior around the highest high, erratic behavior around the high, back and forth through the same price level, and we revisit a crest on a multi-day scale that was recently a past opportunity, or we revisit the same crest throughout the day. Behavior around the lowest low, a overbought crest that we sell off from through multiple support levels, nullified, however, indicating that we most likely move to the upside after that decline. I'm advised to trade around a important resistance level that's highlighted that we failed to break through many times before. In the pre-market, we open higher. There's a pretty notable move to the upside overnight here. Move continues in the pre-market, and then right around the open, we have a high where we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance, followed by a decline through key support. And what's interesting about this failed attempt at resistance is that technicals will lead us to believe we're going to break through. Instead, we disappoint, we turn around, we decline through key support. There's sideways rotation there in that first hour, or first half hour, turning into a notable rally, taking us to a high around 11 o'clock where we attempt to establish support. That high, it's somewhere between 11 and 12, leaning towards the safe bet would be to lean towards the 11, because we end up with this pretty notable decline into midday, out of which there's a big move from the bottom of the range. A surprising move because based on technicals, it will lead us to believe we're going to go lower. Instead, they're just moved out of the decline into a peak around 2 o'clock where we attempt to establish support. Somewhere in there, it's so murky, but somewhere in there, there's also a decline through multiple supports. So we have this move to the upside out of a decline taking place somewhere between 12 and 1. We attempt to establish support, or we establish support, and then there should be a pretty sharp drop into the 2 to 3 o'clock hour or somewhere in there. And then out of that drop, there's a prominent move higher back to a high, followed by a full retracement back down, sideways, crisscrossing back and forth through the same price level in the around the close, and then another pop and drop in the post market. Looks like we've got that resistance level highlighted towards the end of the day. That resistance level, it might be in the beginning of the day as well, but there's a resistance level at the end of the day that's highlighted that we failed to break through many times before. So you can open up a short position. Well, first off, you want to close the long position from the prior day somewhere in the midst of this rally into a high. Be on the safe side. If we're at a high for the day thus far, around that 11 o'clock hour, I'd probably do it there. We might go a little bit higher, but even so, I'd close out of the long there and open up a short. You're going to hold the short overnight. Looks like we open higher, and then there's a pretty notable decline into an opportunity there or midday. And we'll talk about that in more detail when we get into the reading for the 17th. Guys, if you like these readings and you want to see a different ticker, predictions, one-day predictions by the hour, you can order that on our website, tarotfortraders.com. It's one of the premier custom readings that we do. You go to hover over order now, click on custom readings. It's the 1 month of consecutive daily stocks. Click here to order. This is our premium service, one of our premium services. It's about as detailed as you can get with Asometa. But that's TSLA for October 16th, 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.